Well, that was eventful. Well, it seems to be working now. So, touch wood, it bloody stays like that. What effort we have, eh? An hour it took me to start this. A whole flipping hour. It's ridiculous. Very, very ridiculous. Anyways, hello, good evening. I hope you're still there, Polaris. No, I saw you nipping in. What I will do is probably just hold on. Yeah, I'm just popping in a little message on my Discord server, just to be like, yo, here we go, online now. Online now, thank God. I was literally fully prepared to just pick up my computer and launch it out the window, because it was frustrating me to heck. Right, so I'm going to start off by sort of showcasing this new wheel that I've got. You might notice this is just a list of all of the airports in World of Airports. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spin it, and then within it we shall find something to do. So I'm going to interact with it. Up should pop a nice little window. There it is. Right, so I'm going to spin it once. And I'm going to spin it again because I do not have IOD unlocked on this account just yet. But I will do come the end of the week. Nor GRU. Do I have Leipzig? Yes, I do. Right, so new poll. What to play today? Right, so Leipzig is one option. Innsbruck is another. And Bari is another. And last one. Do I have St. Martin? Yes, I do, actually. So, they are the 4 options for today's stream. So I'm going to go ahead and hide that and fade it. I shall do a 5-minute timer on it. Although I've just removed all of it. So I thought, right, so Leipzig, Innsbruck, Bari, and St. Martin. And I've just done it again. Things really aren't working out my way today, are they? Problem is, if I open Twitch on my computer, is it going to glitch out again? Or I could just do it like this. Start poll duration 5 minutes. Let's go. All right. Poll. Boom. Done. Don't need to worry now. That can stop off. Okay, so yeah, what to play today? We've got 4 options. We've got Innsbruck, Bari, Leipzig, and St. Martin. Personally, I would like to have a little go at probably Bari. So I'm going to vote for that. Oh, someone has actually voted. Who was that? I don't know. Time's ticking. Because time is ticking on, I'm probably going to make an executive decision for myself, unless someone hops on in the next few minutes or so. So this is how it's going to work for my future streams. So I'm going to start off with a wheel. On that wheel, I'm going to select an airport to play. I'm going to do that 4 times, and then I'm going to leave you guys to choose between the 4 as to what I'm going to play that day. Obviously, whatever I end up playing won't be played again the following day. The following stream, sorry. But it could possibly be played again the week after, if that makes sense. Obviously, I've still got Wednesday this week to go. But that is my plan for this whole system. So we shall see how it works out. Because time's ticking on, I will make an executive decision. I think I will go with... Yeah, what I'm going to do. To make it fair, I'm going to spin the wheel one more time. And that will decide what I play. Not SCL, so I don't have it. It looks to be Heathrow. I'm happy with that. So off we go to Heathrow. What a laugh, eh? I don't want to see the tutorial. Sod off. Alright, so... let's get some stuff landed, shall we? That's a good idea. I'm going to do this in pretty much fully manual mode. That's 4 planes coming into land now. Who's this? Who's this? I can't see my screen. Hyperactive, what up, my dude? How do? I managed to get it working. I literally spent a whole hour trying to be like, why is my computer not working? And I was effing and jeffing, and I was fully prepared to yeet my computer out the bloody window. Which is slightly rude, but it is what it is. I made it on, that's what matters. How are you though? Are you well? Might as well end this poll if I can figure out how to do it. Wait for some things to get to their stands. Give me something to handle. You're handling Hong Kong because of the impatient people who keep pinging you for 4 days. Yeah, that's major drawback of the whole new ping feature, I think. So many people are using that just because they can, not because they want to, you know, make the most out of the contract partnerships they've got. But moreover, to be annoying, I think. Yeah, I've got my computer working. Thanks, Xyrox. It took an hour, but I got it working. I don't know what was wrong with it. It just wasn't loading properly, and got massively annoyed. So I did make an executive decision at the beginning of the stream to play Heathrow. I did it via a completely separate spin the wheel. So I'm just going to handle these. Then I will go to St Martin, as that is the second favourite by the looks of it. I've got 2 people voted for that, so that is what I shall do. It is good. You're practicing your Rocket League skills. Happy days. If you have the capability to, then why not, sir? Hey, Polaris. Guess who finally got their computer working after an hour? I do appreciate your patience with me today. It's been an interesting time, to say the least. But I'm here now. Everything's, touch wood, working for the moment. But I am going to have to upgrade my processor, because this poor old FX4 350 that I've had for about 15 years is it's not cutting it anymore. Reverse dingle walls. That's me. I think. Where did that dingle balls come from anyway? I've always wondered. It's something that's been sort of said to me by yourself, and I've never really clocked on as to where it came from, which is always fun. Tell you what I'll do while I have. Oh, I've already got planes going. Right. I was going to send some planes to this Heathrow from my main account, but I'm going to open it in a minute, so I can't do that. Not at all. I've got some new power-ups and rewards, by the way. So if you open the like the what do we call it? The list where you can buy things, basically. I've now got a approach manager one, a departure manager one, a drop one, even though you can still use the drop command, which I'm considering taking out, if I'm honest. I don't know, we'll see. Then a draw option. That is going to be relevant when I have planes on this account I'm looking to give away, which will come from like premium passes and all that kind of stuff. And I've got a no ramp agent one. Oh yay! Thanks for breaking. No ramp agent one is pretty self-explanatory. That lasts for, I think it was 10 minutes. I said. Yep, 10 minutes. The tower managers are also 10 minutes. I saw your question there, Xyrox, thank you. And I've got a bit of a jokey one that costs 1,000 ginger bits. It's called Grunt, and it's basically, if you purchase that, I have to stop talking. I will have to forget how to speak English and just grunt. Just make noises down the mic. Just be like... that kind of stuff, you know. So it'll be an interesting one, but I'm going to just do an example of it because I took a little bit of pride in the way the notification pops up. Sorry if that made anyone jump. But yeah, so that's that one. As I say, the town managers last for 10 minutes each. But I was just like, nah. I've got another one. There's me. I'm going to test these. I'm not going to actually stick to them for a minute, but that's that one. I've had way too much fun with this stuff. There's this one. Pretty basic. Yep. And the last one, probably the most boring of the lot, I think. Which I think is quite kind of funky. So, yeah, they're my new thingamajigs. If you want to have a play with them, feel free. Sort of what they're there for. I'm taking suggestions for more. So feel free to, ping me some suggestions on my Discord server. If you're not in there already, which I think you all are, but I'll do a link for it in here anyway. Ta-da! Yeah. So that is some minor updates to my streaming channel. Yeah, make of it what you will. I'm hoping the Monday has gone well for yourselves. What have you guys been up to? Got any work or any other major commitments you've had to stick to today? Get this one handled. Boom. That is my little is it that one? Possibly? Yeah, it is. Just in case anyone wanted a reminder, this is the little info sheet that I use for sort of planes being sent to this account. So let me zoom in because I can't actually see from this angle. So, at small airports, and I have categorized this by size, airports with stands, like less than 70 stands, I've classed as small airports. Between 71 and 120 stands as medium, and 121 plus is large. Some of you might disagree with that, feel free to. It was just, for me, a rough guide. So I put my small airports are Innsbruck, Bari, Prague, San Diego, St. Martin, and Canoe. I think that's how you pronounce it, Canoe. Nagoya, Muscat, Leipzig, New Orleans, and Santiago are all medium. And then obviously got Washington, Heathrow, Sydney, Bangkok, Sao Paulo, Hong Kong, and Zurich are large. Zurich only just made the large there, but large nonetheless. Let me go through and get my redemptions. Thank you for joining the Discord server there, Zyrox. Much appreciated. Some eagle-eyed people might have noticed a new bot has been added to my server. It is extremely similar, but not an exact copy of the Fat Airlines bot. So that will be fun to play with. There will be a new feature added to it, but I'm waiting for the code to be sorted out for it. Might not be ultra quick, but it is coming soon. But I think it's something that could be quite useful in regard to sending players contracts whom you may not have had contracts with before. It's going to be a useful tool, I think. So that'll be good to play around with. Let me get rid of this now, because we do not need it. So yeah, I don't have a lot of silver planes here, but I have already got 4,000, which actually isn't too bad for an account that I've only handled about an hour in total. But I am willing to use that for tower managers, but that's for you guys to redeem, because I'm not going to do it myself, because I'm lazy. Yeah, that's about it really. Have fun with all them. As I said, if you want to suggest more stuff to put on here, I am all ears. Obviously I'm not literally bits, but yeah. Right, so at my Heathrow I've got some C stands that I'm going to open up here. I've got 4 currently E stands over here, and that is it. Level 5, no other progress has been made. Got no cargo yet, so if anyone's trying to send me any cargo planes, please don't bother. Yeah, this is Heathrow. How many planes have got to land? Got another 5, and they're all player planes. Got 1 from Anzac Airlines, and then 4 from myself, which is incredibly vain, isn't it? But it is okay. I'm sticking to my own rule, so it is all good in the hood, my dudes. I'm excited about getting this going though, this whole stream account thing. I think once I've got more planes to handle, people will probably want to sort of join in a little bit and be like, yeah, you can handle my plane. Oh yeah. Maybe not with that accent, but you know, it shall be more involved. I think we'll call it that. I'm also handling Washington on Emperor at the moment as well. So if anyone was waiting for a plane back, you're probably going to see it in a good half hour-ish or so, depending on where you're having it to. Yeah. So if I do this, this brings up my drop list. So if you do a drop and you land, you win a plane. Any of you guys attending the event at Innsbruck Airport in October? I am contemplating it. I don't know how it would work logistically for me, because for me personally there would be a lot of planning involved. Obviously I've got 3 kids, so that's a thing I've got to factor in. I'm very, very low on holiday days at work, which is another thing to factor in. But it's one of those things where we'll see. Currently undecided, but potentially. Love how chat's gone quiet. Where did my Practive go? Can't see him no more. I'm wondering how much effort would it be to have stream avatars on my thing. Avatars. A little look, shall we? Because one thing I do want to do is have some sort of like mini games and stuff on my channel, so that if I'm not actively doing much, it won't be completely boring. We shall see. Time will tell. '26th is your national holiday, so okay, fair enough. Whereabouts are you in the world? Are you on the other side of Europe, or? Oh, you're from Austria. Oh, okay. Takes 5 hours to get to Austria from Austria. I'm confused. Unless you're walking. I don't know. I might have misread a bit of context there. Apologies if so. Wow. 5-hour train ride from Vienna to Innsbruck. Actually, to be fair, it's quite a long country, isn't it? Austria. Ah, okay. That's not too bad, I suppose. Here in the UK, you do get a few sort of long journeys, but not typically that many. One from, say, London to Scotland, and that's about it. With me, if I came to Innsbruck, I would get... I'll get a Heathrow. And then I'd get a plane to Vienna. And then get a little connecting flight over to Innsbruck. That's what Flight Advisor was telling me. Is it Flight Advisor? I don't know. It was some website where you can get quotes and tickets and stuff from. Oh, TripAdvisor, that's it. Oh. But yeah, so that's the route that was suggested to me. Which isn't impossible for me. May still not be that likely, but at least it's an option, you know. I'm impressed that that airline himself's potentially going as well. That's pretty cool. I will have to look up and see where Tyrol is. Is that how it's pronounced? Tyrol? Unless it's Tyrol or something like that. Not sure. I'm unseasoned in the ways of intercontinental travel. I think that's what I can call it. What, Tyrol or Tyrol? Yes for Tyrol, no for Tyrol. Boom. Whee! Go, go, go! Land on the big platform. What I think was called it. Lee! Another one! Go, 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 go! Land, 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 land! Whee! 35 from Polaris. Can Zyrox beat it? Oh, so close. So close. So yeah, as you know, that will get you a seaplane. If you would like one, let me know where you would want one, and I will get one sent over from any place that's closest to where you want it. I suppose. I've got IAD open on Emperor at the minute, and tons of wallets there, so that could be an option. You're working Zurich at the minute, I think, aren't you? Or are you? I actually can't remember. You want a Hong Kong? Okay, in that case, I shall nip over to BKK, I think. I'll do that now before I forget. Line up and take off. Goodbye, Polaris. Thank you for visiting Heathrow. Oh, lovely human being, you. Lovely. BKK is there. Marvelous. Right. Butter machine. Butter machines live longer with cocoa. I don't know where that came from, I'm sorry. So you want a seaplane? 2 AKG. Let's go with A21NX. And I will pop it in. Premium 4. Boom. Taboon? What? You know what I mean? I've got that red. I've forgotten what colour I use for SKG now. So it's A11A2C, which is that one, and then B46F6A. I cannot find it. Oh, it's there. Found it! Right, where are we? You can go as well. Goodbye, Anzac Airlines. Thank you for visiting Heathrow. Lovely, lovely person, you. Oddly enough, if I keep the seating standard, it brings me the most voilas. Interesting. Would not have thought that. Whee! I should probably copy some of those new emojis that you made into the Twitch channel here. So for the minute, I'll have my old avatar. Solid. Why not? Right. You can go. You can go. You can start being handled. As can you. Of course I landed on myself. BRB, just got to send myself a plane. I'm joking. I'm not actually going. That's vanity muy extremo. But yeah, so as I mentioned a moment ago, I am toying with the idea of removing the apostrophe drop command and only having drops redeemable via GingerBits. So I would like to know your guys' opinion on that. As if it would be worthwhile or not. Whee! Just making you dizzy yet? Whoa! I'll stop there, man. No, that's upside down. There we go. Whee! Land, my pretty! Land! Are you not a fan of that idea, Clarice? Because you don't want to spend your ginger bits, that's what it all is. That's what it is, isn't it? Meow. Get to that chopper. Had a cooldown to the command, but not points. That could work. Yeah. I do like a good cooldown. I have put a cooldown on the power managers. That is only 1 minute though, so you could stack them. Just sort of, obviously 1 minute apart. I probably won't do the other two managers. I'll probably just do approach and departure. But it is what it is. As soon as I've handled these last planes, I will head over to St. Martin, as was voted for by you lot. Or at least the ones that were present at the time of me doing the poll, anyway. I think doing it like that works. It would work better if I had more people sort of there right off the bat, which I know you two both were, but I was having quite major computer issues, so it wasn't really working very well. So that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to start off with a wheel. I'm going to spin it 4 times, and provided they come up with different responses, you guys will be voting out of the 4 for which one I'm going to play by means of a poll that would last 5 minutes, I think, and the rest is history, as they say. Probably. I don't know how it actually says that, but right, you can go away. Goodbye. Thank you for coming. I just want a lot more planes to handle, if I'm honest. So, yeah. Zyrox, if you had a load of planes knocking around, and as long as you're not too fussed about handling times, like how often they get handled, then yeah, feel free to send them to this account here. My game name is GingerJesus, as you... sorry, GingerJesus64, as you probably have pictured. But yeah. Oh, speak of the devil. Haha! Merci, Zyrox, thank you very much. I will have to unlock one of these stands to F. For a minute they're only up to E, so I will... How much is it? It's 12k, I think, isn't it? I have to understand it isn't occupied. Oh, another one. Thank you, bud. I'll have to look and see how much it costs, but I'm fairly sure they do cost 12k to unlock an F stand. From an E, that is. But no, thank you very much, Zyrox. Thank you for your planners. Wait for these 4 to finish. Oh, that one's almost finished anyway, to be fair. And your A21NX to Hong Kong is just getting to its stand now. So if you have it open, you will receive a request from me any second now. To be fair, I actually wanted more seaplanes coming out of BKK because they're all E and F. A couple of Ds, that's about it, really. So, yeah, it's quite nice that you want a seaplane to Hong Kong. The plane has been sent, sir. Oh, you're on vacation. Where are you? Anywhere nice? Or is it just enjoying some time home with the family, maybe? You're in Upper Austria. Not bad. Let me guess. Another seaplane to Hong Kong? What is this? Oh, I've got a new follower. Thank you very much, Bylene0616. Thank you for joining the crew, as it were. That was a bit sort of loud and boisterous, really, wasn't it, that alert? I might have to change it. But no, all of your follows and such are massively appreciated. It all helps to grow this pathetically small account. It is my third, of course, but, you know, as if I didn't have enough to do. Yeah, obviously your planes won't get stuck here on this account. I will occasionally handle them off stream, but I do say occasionally, maybe once a week. On top of, obviously, the stream. But it is what it is. Right, that one's done. Push back, go. Get out of here. Get on it. Go. I had a feeling that might be the case. This time I will do an A321. Just for variety's sake. And I'll do it in my, I don't know what you'd call this livery. It's like a crossfadey one. But because you can only really have 2 different colours on it, I will do it like such. Or like so, sorry. Like such isn't even a real saying. What am I going on about, bruv? That's... No. Still base config seems to be the most lucrative. Fair enough, skis. Okie dokie. Right, landing that one now as well. If I decide to fly into Innsbruck via Vienna, I'll notice that Vienna and its surroundings is very flat. It's called Wienerbecken, or Weinerbecken. And the only region in Austria where we have no mountains. Ooh, interesting. That's why you love going to Upper Austria. Okay. That's good to know. Apologies if I've mispronounced that. I'm normally quite good with Polish pronunciations and Russian and all this kind of stuff, but Austrian's a little bit new to me. So, as I said, apologies if I've mispronounced it or anything like that. Do you guys have your W's as a the sound? Because I'll admit, I'm I'm not clued up on Austrian at all. I just don't want to sound ignorant, that's all. Kind of slow on handling? What, you or me? If it's you, I'm not too fussed. My generalised rule, that's been somewhat flexible recently, is as long as you handle once in any 30-day period, you're good. And even then, with those contract partners that I don't see very often, I might sort of ping them, but I won't cancel them straight away. Now that we can ping, obviously. But I wouldn't ping anyone unless it's under 10 days, that's for sure. Because getting pings over and over again are very annoying. As Hyperactive was saying earlier on in stream, actually. Because obviously he's had to handle his Hong Kong, because he got quite a few pings heading his way. Which, you know, it happens. You get impatient people. And obviously new features are exciting. People want to use them. And yeah, I have had one ping, funny you say that, from a person whose in-game name is just Daniel. That's it, no numbers, just Daniel. And it was on a plane that I actually did handle 3 days before, so I think he genuinely waited until the ping button appeared and then pressed it, and then sort of annoyed me a little bit in the process. I don't know. But I did handle it that day, to be fair, so he wasn't waiting that long. I try and get round to handling every plane twice a week, regardless of where it is. Not as much with airports that I don't have player contracts at, like Innsbruck, Bari, Prague, etc. But everywhere else, I try and handle as much as I can, if I'm honest. It just doesn't always work out that well. So we've got 5 minutes left, well, 5 minutes 50-ish here at Heathrow. Then I'll move to St Martin. Apologies, I'd forgotten to reply to you there, Xyrox. You speak German, just a bit sloppy. Okay. Austria's got a lot of different dialects, and they can sound completely different. Even I sometimes struggle to understand them. That's fair. You should see me with people that come down from like Birmingham and Scotland and stuff. I've got a proper stop and focus on the actual words it's saying. And then sometimes I still get it wrong. Sometimes I mishear. But it's alright. Is what it is. You need a tablet to multitask. Okay. Interesting, interesting. To be fair, I'm so glad I got my iPad. It works perfectly for what I need it to. Stick that off. There we go. And your A321 to Hong Kong has now been sent, as you can tell, because you've already accepted it. Look at that. Da-da-da-da-da. You watch on PC and handle on your phone. Well, I mean, my desk at the moment is quite a picture, because I've got obviously my computer running my streaming software, and then I've got my iPad plugged into my computer via capture card. I've got my phone on a MagSafe mount that I'm playing Emperor on. I have another tablet to my right that handles my sort of stream admin type stuff, like the buttons and the chats and all this kind of stuff. And then I've got another tablet that I use on the standby, just in case I need to add some extra stuff. I've nicked my daughter's one. It's fine. she isn't here, so yeah, I'm gonna use it, I think. But yeah, my desk is quite an interesting sight in a minute. And then of course I've got a pair of monitors that are very, very old and cost me nothing because I got them from an old job I had. A good, how old was it? It was about 10 years ago actually. And they're Philips ones. They're like general office style monitors. They're not widescreen or anything like that. They're the what I would call classic ratio. And yeah, there's no black spots anywhere. They still work perfectly. It's weird. If only my computer itself would actually follow suit. Nutty thing. Oh well, yeah, technology. Get them drops in, lads. Get some planes going out. There you go. So yeah, my new feature is obviously drop for planes. Drop into the Pixel Plus parachute game. Where is my other one? Enter draw. So this one's going to be used. Let me do an example here. So I've redeemed enter draw, and I've put an IGN of Banana Land because why the flip not? It's a random name. Don't come at me, bro. So what this basically means is you pay 200 ginger bits to sort of enter a raffle to win a plane that would come as part of a pass. So for example, if I... There's the first plane on the standard one. So yeah, if I hit level 17 here at Heathrow and get this BCS1, I'd then give it away on a stream via either a raffle or a spin the wheel. I haven't decided yet. And then one of yous would get it. But you can only get it if you enter via the enter draw button, if that makes sense. Yeah. Need a new phone soon. It's really laggy when you play World of Airports. No wonder after more than 6 years. That's quite good going, if I'm honest, if it can you know, play World of Airports at all. What phone is it? Just out of curiosity. So I've got an iPhone 13 that works, but struggles with big airports. For some reason, and I don't know why, it's fine with Heathrow, but it struggles with Bangkok. Meh. Work that one out. I think ground space at BKK is slightly more, maybe. That's the only thing I can think of. But it is. An Oppo A74. I'll be honest, I've never heard of it. Sorry. I'm very sorry. I've never heard of it. Was it one that's only sold in certain parts of Europe, maybe, or? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. You prefer to spend your money on Microsoft Flight Simulator or on your PC? Gotcha. That's one of them games that I've always wanted to try. So I've got the Flight Simulator Steam version. I think it's Flight Simulator X. Maybe that means 10. I'm not sure. It runs like a bag of poop on this computer, but that is because my PC is so old that you've pretty much got to chuck coal in it. It is that old. Yeah, to be fair, I'm surprised it runs BeamNG Drive, if I'm honest. If it weren't for the fact that I do have a graphics card of some sort, I probably wouldn't be able to actually run it. But that's another one of them games that I do spend an unfathomable amount of time on. And in other news, that is Heathrow complete for the day. So I will now move on to St Martin. When it finishes loading / updating. I have got some planes here to land, including a couple event planes, which is going to be cool. I am level 0 here, so I've not touched St Martin at all. This is a brand new airport to me on this account. What have I got in the way of stands? I have got 5 B stands already unlocked. That is helpful. That is actually quite helpful. Okay. The only downside is I have got some seaplanes to land, so I will have to get these unlocked. But that's not an issue, because I have enough wallets to do one of them, at least. Have I already redeemed... Oh, I have redeemed that. That's why. That's why I had some wallet straight after that. Okay, so... what camera view should I go with? And that one's a bit poo. Actually, no. I'm going to stick with that one. So... I will land... To be fair, the only planes I've got here are my own. So I'm going to start with an event plane.
Air Canada 20.
What? Where'd that go? There it is. Found it. Yeah. Look at that. This is an Air Canada BCS3. An A380 at St Martin. Are you mad? In all fairness, I did actually have one, I think. I think you can take airplanes here. You can. There's one F stand. That's there. One. Wow. But yes, I do vaguely remember having a A380 here. I think it was Emperor. Yeah, must be. And yeah, that was an interesting thing. It always used to make me giggle, just sort of squeezing in between some little teeny tiny planes, like the A planes. I do have a strong feeling, though, a lot more people are going to turn to St Martin in coming months. Reason being, obviously, the A380 is getting remodelled, which is lovely, and fan-dabby-dozy and stuff. I'm going to have to get some more handling crew. 7 is not enough to start off with. But obviously, they did announce that they're releasing a new A-plane with that as well. And where else will A-planes get used? St Martin, of course. Unless you want to just hop them backwards and forwards between Innsbruck and Zurich, which, to be fair, you probably could do. But I don't know what the range would be on them. I wonder if that's why they decided to put another A-plane in. Interesting. Right, should get another... There we go. I'll get the other event plane landed. Look at this little thing. It's so cute. The way it hums. Never heard of this airline company before. The Ken Borek Air Limited. Pass. The heck? That made me jump. Died UCal. Thank you very much for the follow, bud. Much appreciated. That was a new word. St Martin's an airport you fancy playing when you really want to play the game and not just handle all the player contracts. That is a very good reason. With the busier airports, obviously, it's easy to get caught up in a silly amount of player contracts. I mean, my Heathrow, for example, on my main account, which is, for those that aren't aware, Vista Airways, I do have around about 1,120 player contracts. And that is a lot to be dealing with. I didn't realise I didn't have this on my streaming focus, which I do now. But that is a lot. A heck of a lot. And this one as well. But claim rewards. I'm going to cancel these because it's a it's basically not a player contract. One airport you hate? You hate St. Martin? What? Let me guess, that's because of its teeny tiny size. To be fair, I get it. I do get it. It's up to you at the end of the day, of course. These are cute little models, though. Let's be honest. What actually is the range on this, anyway? Let's have a look. 473 nautical miles. How far will that reach? Let's have a look. There. Really not very much at all. Here's what it is. Right, so with this plane, obviously because it covers a rather pathetic airspace, I'm not going to keep it. No one can get this plane sent anywhere. The nearest place would be New Orleans, which is here. Yeah, I am not keeping this plane. So, I'm going to claim it. And then instantly sell it for $9,000. Cheapskates. Sorry for you DHC6 purists out there. I do not have a desire to have a fleet of these. Let's watch this little hedge trimmer sort of take off. The way it hums, it's ominous in a way. And violin almost totally missed the platform, but it's alright. It happens. Whee! The only good thing I like about mine is the way the planes sort of peel off to the right after they take off. I think it's quite cool. Not everyone does, granted, but it is what it is. Right, so I have got 19k wallers. I should probably unlock some more stands. What have I got? So I want another C stand. That's a dead cert. I'm probably going to get a couple of A's here, here, and here. And then I'm probably going to save the rest for handling vehicles. Because I can. Oh, hey, look. Another one of my planes. I also updated the colour I use now for St. Martin as well. Instead of that weird sand colour, I've gone for gold. Which I actually think looks quite good. Sort of fits in with the ethos of the island, really. Ethos? That's not the word I need. Aesthetic. That's the word I need. But yeah, I like it. Right, let's see what this would get us. Well, you still get the same amount of reward from handling one of these as you would like a normal what do you call it? Event plane, that's it. And that gets me another 3k wallers and a livery for the DHC6 that I'm never gonna use. Wicked. What do these get you in terms of wallers anyway? 77. Wow. Not quite enough to buy an Airbus A380, but I guess it's pocket change, maybe? That's enough to get me a can of Coke from the vending machine. Get me a new cleaning vehicle. Because Winair, they're like a fully legitimate airline company, but they only use these. I actually was curious the other day and I looked into it, and they only have, I think it's 6 of these. It's either 6 or 7, somewhere around there. I was just thinking to myself, how could you operate with just a teeny tiny amounts of these. It's odd. Oh well. I don't get paid enough to care. Right. Let's get this one off. Also, the force from the blast at the back of the plane here must be absolutely pathetic. So, for example, after this one's gone, I'll show you what I mean. So, I think the best bit about St. Martin is this camera view. So, aside from the dude that is seemingly wearing absolutely nothing, which is in itself a little bit questionable, jeans? That's in mine? Are you mad? Also, ass. Yeah, so when you got a plane landing, obviously it comes right over your head, like that. Why do I sound like a farmer? And it lands on this little runway here, then spends 74 minutes doing a little turnaround at the end of this runway, and then comes back on yourself. Get rid of that one as well. Goodbye. Thank you for visiting St. Martin, you ubiquitous little person. What does ubiquitous mean? I just realised I've used a word and had zero idea what it actually means. Ubiquitous meaning. Oh. Ubiquitous means seeming to be everywhere, or found or existing everywhere. Oh, okay. So oddly enough, that word actually kind of fitted. Sweet. Shakespeare, eat your heart out. I'm a linguistic boy. Look at this little thing. Whee! Once I've got a little bit more wallerage here at St. Martin, I might, just for picture's sake, get one of these, park it at that stand there. No, sorry. That stand there. And then, for a laugh, I will park an Airbus A380 there. And then I'll just take a picture of the two. I think that would be quite interesting. Line up and take off. 50th anniversary on the tail fin there, is it? They've been going 50 years with 6 of these. Well, I suppose it's a popular tourist destination, isn't it? These planes are very useful just for nipping around those little islands. I mean, you've got quite a few, to be fair. Oh, look, just got an achievement. No, how cute. Sounds like my fan. Yeah, boy. Speaking of, I've actually got my fan pointing on... Well, actually, it's pointing on my computer at the minute. Because it overheated earlier. Technology, eh? I forgot what I was doing. What the heck? I've forgotten. You bought something in a past account when you only started World of Airports, but it wasn't worth the coins. It's a nice airport, but not for silver planes and stuff. No. I fully agree with you, bud. St. Martin's one of those ones where you've really got to have a certain level of patience to get anywhere with. It took me quite a while to max it on my alt account. Oh yay, full handling room, nice. And it was long and tedious. And to date, I've still only got about maybe 25 fleet planes there. Obviously, if you think about it, if you've got a fleet full of A21MYs, for example, and you're landing them, they come up from there, all the way down here. With the seaplanes, they turn around here. But if you've got anything bigger than that, They go right to the end, and then do a full U-E around there, and then obviously come back, and then nip into this little side bit here. But all of that takes about 4 minutes per plane, which is a lot. And it adds to the whole sort of St. Martin being abhorrently slow, which is what drives a lot of players away. But on the same sort of what's the word? On the flip side, right? You do get players that like this airport because of how slow paced it is. So it's one of them ones. It's added for variety's sake, I think. But LHR is my favourite airport in the game at the moment, purely because, well, not because of it's in the same country as where I live, but more because of its functionality. It's, to me, the only airport in the game that you can chain handle F-planes back to back. I can have Airbus A380s just start handling, and then start handling, and there's never going to be like a patch where you run out of handling crew because they're all assigned to A380s. Whereas so far, every other airport I played, you can handle like all of your A380s in one go, but then you got to wait until they finish before handling other stuff. I know that's not going to be the same in Hong Kong. Polaris, as you're there, I know you play Hong Kong. How many handling crew do you get over there? That's one thing I've not actually looked at yet. I know you get like a stupid amount of stands. I think it's what, 250, is it? Something like that. 400 plus. Wow. Yeah, just you wait until I get there. That's an interesting. Let me guess, another seaplane to Hong Kong. But yeah, I'm sort of excited about playing Hong Kong because I actually haven't touched that on any account yet, so that will be a brand new account to me. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. I don't even think my phone could handle it, if I'm honest. But we shall see. 414 to be exact. Wow. Is that with or without the premium pass? And also, how much is the premium pass? I think it was, what was it, 80? Without. Nice. Well, yeah, so if you had the premium pass, I dare say you'd get another, what, 20? Based on the size. So yeah, you're looking at over 425 handling crew. That's mental. That is a lot of handling crew. You're only at Prague, so you got a lot. Got to wait a bit still. No, that's fine, mate. To be fair, Prague for me is where the game started getting interesting. So it's still a comparatively small airport, and taxi times are long, but it's a good introductory airport to learning all the other aspects of the game, as it were. So I've got a bit of a soft spot for it. It is a bit of a nightmare if you've got X amount of player contracts, because taxiing alone can take a little while. But once it's going, it's a decent little airport. Of course, you've got Nagoya, which is similar. That is nowhere near as bad in terms of taxi times. But, you know, it is what it is. Is there a Easter eggy type thing here at St. Martin? I've not actually looked. House. Trees. Ooh. I tapped on any of these planes, would it do anything? Tap, 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 tap. No. Car. Hi. Take me to airport, please. Oh wait, I'm already at airport. Ha ha ha, silly me. That's an Audi, I think. A5, maybe? I don't care, really. Haha. Haha. If you would have gotten from Bury to IAD in one go, it wouldn't have been as good. Yeah, I can kind of understand that, because up until IAD is sort of like a natural progression. So obviously you start off at Innsbruck. We all know what Innsbruck's like. In some ways, I think that's even worse than St. Martin. Please don't shoot me. But yeah, it's start off at Innsbruck. Bari's slightly busier. And then Prague's slightly busier than that. IAD gets quite busy. And then it sort of tapers off a little bit. With Nagoya, anyway. But yeah, what's the first, what I would call big airport in the game? It's about... excuse me. I think I've got Muscat listed as a large airport. Let me have a look. I'm going to bring my little guide back out. Just wait for the platform to disappear. So Muscat I have got as a medium airport because it's got between 71 and 120 stands. Whenever I'm at Zurich, maxed it about 3 weeks ago, I think now. I do send from Zurich semi-regularly as well, so if anyone does want any planes, feel free to ask for them. Or alternatively, do drops in this stream like a few people have been doing. And I will get, as a reminder up, drop list, boom. So, yeah, if you do a drop and you land anywhere between 0 to 50, I'll send you a seaplane from one of my other two accounts. Between 50 to 75 for a D or E plane, 75 to 95 for an F, and then 95 on for a Concorde. That would obviously have to come from my main account, because I don't have Concorde unlocked on my, what I will call, alt account. But, yeah, so that's the 6 with my drops. I've noticed a couple of new faces today, so it's always nice to see. But I'll also throw this up as a level of curiosity thing. So if you wanted to join my Discord, feel free. That way you can ask for planes from any of my accounts. It's good fun. It's a small server. Don't expect miracles, but it's, you know, it's getting busier, and I like it. Those numbers are which numbers? Sorry, they're drop scores. So when you land on the platform, when you do the drop, so this, for example, if I land on it and my score is between 0 and 50, I'll send you a seaplane. If it's between 50 and 75, D or E. If it's 75 to 95, it'd be an F. And then 95 or better, and I'll send you a Concorde. If that makes sense. It's a bit long-winded, but yeah. So, and yes, I have had people getting Concordes from me. A little bit too frequently, so I've had to up the number. I think at one point I had it at 75, and I was sending at least one Concorde every string, and it somewhat killed its exclusivity. I didn't realise I hadn't already handled that. Yeah, spoiler alert. For those that hadn't been following, España won the World Cup. Congrats to them. Not that I really care too much. I'm not a football person, but, you know, for those that are, congrats. Well done, Spain. You know, all that jazz. Standard rewards from this. I was hoping that they would give you better rewards, but is what it is. We'll only see this plane once, I think, ever. But I think it's going to be one of those ones that if you haven't already redeemed this plane, you'll never have a full Wikipedia I mean, I could be wrong, but that's what I suspect. Are you much of a livery collector? Diaduka1? If that's how you pronounce your username. Apologies if not. The Educa, possibly? I'm not sure. But now you can say we lost against the world champion. Austria played against Spain in the first knockout game. Oh, yeah, that's true. We came third. Which, to be fair, is as good as we ever get. Good old England. England. Yeah, we come third. But, Argentina are, they're an interesting nation to play against. In previous years, they've been quite modest, respectful, and all this lot, but this year they were definitely not. That's the best way I can put it. They obviously bullied their way through, but it is all good. Where can you see what your drop score is? It will come up in the chat if you've landed. So it would say something like your username has landed 4, and then a number. But, yeah. To be honest, you hope that Argentina doesn't win. Yeah, secretly I did too. And in a way, we got our wish. But I would have loved to... I forgot what I was going to say now. Did you claim your other one? Oh, what the... yeah, the third seaplane. I don't think you did, actually, no. Is that another one? To HKG, is it? Yeah, cool. Thought so. I shall get another one landed. I've still got 1.2 million wallets here at DKK, so I'm able to send more planes out if needed. Obviously, when I'm off stream, I do happily just send out planes. I only really do the drops for planes on this channel just because of player engagement, effectively. I will get another boarding vehicle now that I've got enough of volas too. Right, so I'm going to mix it up, send you a B38N this time with Premium 2 on. Because why not? Yeah, boy. But I have forgotten my colour scheme. Let me make it slightly bigger. Right, so secondary is B46F6A. For those that are wondering what the heck this chart's about, it's purely for me, basically. So these are the colours that I put on planes when I send them to people. Obviously, they're different based on whatever airport they go to. In a different stream at some point, I'll probably showcase what the colours are and where they're going and all that kind of stuff. But they are all different and unique. But I can't seem to find B46 F6A. B46 F6A. Ah, there it is. Found it. Took me a little bit longer than anticipated, but I found it. Okay. No, won't use the lyrics. Don't have it unlocked. That's annoying. Okay. It will be this one then. Pretty. Cool. So, yeah. Congrats on the 4th drop there, Polaris. And obviously that, as you know, wins you a E-plane. So I will get one of them landed as well. At the same airport, because why not? I think I will send you a Boeing 747-400 for this one, I think. I will do this one in my... Actually, let me check it will reach first. It might do, but then again it might not. No, it doesn't. Oh. I forget this is quite far away, isn't it? I'm going to have to use B77L for this one. That'll be that one. And then... SEL is... B88A82. Which is that one. And then... the weird sort of... what? I don't know what I could just... peach colour, maybe? Yeah, I'm going to call it peach. Peachy. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, that'll do. Right. Yeah, make sure that that reaches. Yeah, I can push back the plane now. Looks like I'll be able to handle a third airport as well today. So, I will do a poll. In fact, I'll get that started now. View poll. New. Done. What to play next? Question mark. Okay, so the options that were left over from the poll I did earlier were Innsbruck, Bari, and Leipzig. I'm going to do this one for 10 minutes. Started. So no poll up. Vote on whichever airport you would like me to play next.
November Zulu Kilo Alpha runway 10 clear to line. Wind 070 degrees.
I will not vote in this one, so I'm not going to sway any decisions. Right. Plane purchased there, Polaris. It's landing now. I have got some planes at both Bari and Leipzig to handle, so if it ends up being a tiebreaker, I will do a flip a coin. I'll assign heads to maybe Bari, and then tails for Leipzig. Then I'll do a flip a coin. I'm pretty sure I can do an app for that or something like that, can't I? There must be the capabilities to do so. So I mean about the plane taking ages to get to the stand. Bloody things. But I'm used to it. It's mine. It's not the fastest, but it's pretty. It's already 11 o'clock. Jesus. I was about to say it feels like I've been on for a little while, but I actually haven't because my computer was being an arse. Oh well, is what it is. I'm surprised no one's used my tower managers yet. Admittedly, I'm still light on silver planes, but I'm happy to use them as and when they're being requested. For those that are wondering what the heck I'm on about, by the way, on the bottom of the screen in the chat, you'll see a little thing called GingerBits, and I've added a couple of new rewards in there. I've got Approach Manager, which only costs 20. Does what it says on the tin, really. Whack that on for 10 minutes. Departure Manager, similar thing. Just to depart. Yeah. I've also got this one, which I'm oddly impressed by. That basically means that I can't use the ramp agent for any planes. with a great big sad face. You're taking away my automation. So rude. Obviously, I'm not actually going to not use a rampage. But it just means I've got to go and handle every single aspect of the plane, as opposed to just ticking a couple of buttons and letting the game do the rest of the work. I'm lazy, you could say. Oh well, is what it is. I am taking suggestions for new things to purchase on strings as well. That grunt one as well, which is the most expensive at the minute. I have limited that to 3 users per string and 1 use per user. So we will only ever see that 3 times in stream maximum. So sadly, you will have to put up with me talking on occasion. Sorry. Naked man. How are you? Why are you wearing jeans? You're on a beach, you silly human. You're wearing your PE kit. Oh, there's people over here. Is that dude wearing knee pads? What the heck? Wearing knee pads for? You're not playing cricket out here, lad. Yeah. He's like a real sunbather. They're just waiting for a plane to fly overhead and then the waste chute gets sort of opened up and then all of the poop that's hidden inside the tanks lands on them. That'd be interesting. What interesting characters we got over here? I'm going to call you Sarah. Because you've got a massive ass watch by the looks of it. That looks about 6 inches flipping wide. Oh my god. Scuba Man! I'm going to screenshot that. Sweet. I'm going to make that into an emoji. I've never seen a scuba man in this on this airport yet. There's a first for everything, I suppose. Pass. If you have to fill in your IGN, that would be like the player name. Yes, indeed. So, bottom left of your screen is your IGN. That's what is typed in if something needs to be sent to you. For this account, it is GingerJesus64. I can't see your screen, obviously. Nor can you see mine, actually, because I've got some stuff covering it. So, I'll just move my... I think I'm at my logic to the very, very front, so you can see. Right. I'm going to fade everything else off for the minute. So you might see at the bottom left of the screen now is the World of Airports version number and my in-game name. That is where yours would be. Now, if you're playing an account that isn't linked to Game Center or to Google or Play Games or anything, you'll probably see player and then a whole load of numbers. If you actually see a different username, then happy days. You've linked your account. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. You're good to go, effectively. But it's not the end of the world if not. Right, that's now level 5 here at St. Martin. I get a contract. Brilliant. I will redeem it, but I'll handle it once and then get rid of the tang. Yeah, so I hope that answers your question about where your IGN is found. IGN obviously means in-game name. Simple as, really. Right, let's move this back to the bottom. Well, bottom-ish. Not quite there. I think it's there, isn't it? Magic. I do like these sort of soft transitions. They're oddly satisfying. And let's get this one landed.
Echo, runway 10, clear to land, wind 110 degrees, 8 knots.
The B-38M has just been sent to your Hong Kong Polaris. And your B-77L. I am about to send across now as well. Let's line up this one.
Line up and wait runway 10.
Pop past Sarah, or whatever I called her. I can't remember. P-O-L-A-R-Y-S. Let's go. And the B-77L has been sent to you as well. Right, now one thing I like is they updated it recently, where if you've got a plane that you've lined up ready to send off and you're in this camera view, you now have the option to have a little pop-up on the bottom left here, so that when the runway becomes available, you can just hit go and it will take off without having to change your camera view, which I think is awesome. Thank you for joining in, Zyrox. Sleep well, have a lovely evening. Apologies for the delay in getting the stream going. I did nearly throw my computer out the window, but, you know, call it an occupational hazard. Not that I get paid for this, but you know what I mean. But yeah, anyway, thank you for joining in, Zyrox. I'll see you later on. So, the poll has ended, and it looks like the winner is Leipzig. Ooh. Goodbye, World Cup plane. See you later. Well, maybe not, because it's unlikely we'll see this plane ever again, but you never know. Never say never. What's the crack with me other planes? Well, plane near at the minute. What's that company name? Air Antilles? Antilles? I don't know. Antilles. I don't know, I'm chatting absolute rubbish. See you, Zyrox. Have a lovely time, bud. The more planes I get sent to, well, any of my airports, the more interesting it makes streams. So feel free to send whatever you like, as long as you're okay to stick to the maximum that I've set for the various airports that I've got, then we are all good. As a reminder, that is 2 for small airports, 3 for medium, 4 for large. Obviously, I've categorised the sizes by how many stands there are. But yeah, it is what it is. That plane turned around yet or no? I swear I had a plane landed. Has it already gone to a stand? Oh no, it was this one, wasn't it? Christ. I'm losing my bearings already.
November Kilo Delta Echo, handling started. TOBT in 14:08 minutes. November Zulu Kilo Alpha, line up.
That's line up and take off combined on this one. That's also a relatively new feature. So you can just sort of press one button and then the plane will take off right from its holding point, which I think is pretty handy. Especially if you're in a viewable camera view. I'm going to go with this one, get a flyby action shot of St Martin Airport. Whee! I always loved this bit of being in a plane. Just sort of looking over at the wing, seeing all the surroundings fly by, and then just thinking to myself, ha! I'm leaving you behind, suckers. Eat my dust. And then seeing the front of the plane just sort of lift up ever so slightly. And then before you know it, meow. Obviously where it's St. Martin, you're peeling off to the other side. But you do get a lovely sort of view of the bay and lovely alignments. Except from that area where it's sort of pixelated and it's a bit meh. But no. If this ever gets remodeled, which is not unlikely, I've got a feeling they'll improve the surrounding map on here. It is lovely, but yeah, could do with a bit of work. Especially if you like camera views and all this kind of stuff. So, 2 planes still to handle. Oh, I've got 6 minutes on this one. But because it's my plane, I'm not too fussed about not completing this one. So I'm going to finish this one. And then I'll go to Leipzig. See what's going on at Leipzig. I've completely forgotten how far I've got on Leipzig. I did handle it the other day, if I'm honest. But yeah, I've forgotten how far I've got. I think I'm level 7 already at Leipzig. I'm not too sure. I'll have to have a look. Right, come on. Get out, you. I just want them silver planes so I can get my gold planes and then unlock planes. Yeah, boy. Gold planes are the lifeblood of World of Airports. Obviously, the more you grind at it, the more gold planes you have the potential to earn. For those that aren't aware, obviously, if you open the shop and go onto the gold planes tab, you've got 2 options here where you can trade your silver planes in for gold planes. So if I really wanted to, I could go ahead and get 1 gold plane straight off the bat with my 4,900 silver planes. But that doesn't work out anywhere near as good if you wait and save them until we've got 10,000 silver planes. And that will get you 10 gold planes. That is what you'll find almost every single World of Airports player doing, except those that have a silly amount of silver planes. Like on my main account, for example, I'm now at 3.3 million silver planes, which is quite a few. But yeah, if you are somewhat new, you probably won't have a plethora of silver planes yet. But that will come in time. So, that's enough of St. Martin for now. Let's go to Leipzig. I was level 6. I was wrong. I lied. Hello. Okay. Not that many planes left to handle. Although I seem to have left Leipzig while handling one. Whoops. Sorry, mates, guys. Didn't mean it. Please don't hit me. What camera review should I do? Not that one, because I unlocked that area yet. No. Yes, I will do this one. Okay. So this is one of my own planes. Again, of course it bloody is. Nah, gonna leave that one. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one. Yeah. Semi planes. The only planes I've got that aren't mine here are from Mesh guys. And because this is I've classed this as a medium airport, I think. Let me consult my chart. Where is it? There. Yeah, Leipzig is a medium, so I've sent myself 3 planes off each account. Just to give me something to do. But beyond that, It is rather boring. These take a little while to handle as well. So I've still got 15 minutes on this one. It's probably going to be a case of maybe handle 1 or 2 planes and then call stream, because it's getting late. Now 11:18 PM here. I wonder if my raid functionality works. No. No raidable channels available. That's annoying. To be fair, I don't actually follow that many. But it is what it is. What have I got going on the way of stands? Ooh. Ooh, excuse me. Not a massive amount. I can take some seaplanes now, but they'll have to be passenger. Which is tricky from the likes of Innsbruck and Prague and all that kind of stuff. It's alright from Heathrow, just not from the others. And even then, you can't. It's a weird one with Leipzig. So you can from Heathrow, sorry, you can send the A21NX, which is I haven't got any of. That's helpful. Yeah, you can send the A21NX from Heathrow, but you can't send the A321 or the A21NY, which is really odd, and I've never figured out why. Because the NX is pretty much slap bang in the middle. I'm like, that isn't right. But it is what it is. I do like Leipzig though. The ground space here is pretty immense. Taxi times are stupidly long, but once it's full, it's quite an eventful airport. I've got it maxed on Emperor Air for quite a while now. And while I don't play it much, it's certainly one that, if it gets remodeled, people will flock to. Especially since... oh, I haven't got it unlocked on this account, have I? Especially since this got released, which is the A346F, which is the new best cargo plane in the game. Feel free to disagree, but it does go the furthest. So you can get from Leipzig all the way to BKK, to Hong Kong, and to Nagoya. And you can also get... Oh, you can't quite get to GRU from here. That's annoying. But you can go San Diego. Which, yeah, is quite an achievement for a cargo plane. Before the maximum range of a cargo plane was around about 4.8k miles. Obviously nautical miles, that is. But, yeah. These are my current favourite plane. Big soft spot for them. I love them. Love them, love them. To be fair, that looks awesome. Lovely, lovely. I saw your redemption there. I don't have any planes to send out from this account. That's what this that's what the enter draw is about. So let me figure out how to refund you, because I haven't got any draws active at the minute. So how do I go about... Right. Did you see your account balance jump up by 200? If you can confirm that for me, that'd be grand. So I've just hit the button that said reject redemption. Yeah, that's fine. So it did cancel off. That's fine. So I figured out how to do that then. That's good. That's something I've never done before. So that's that worked out. Right, so I will go through and get rid of all of my other ones. Oh. Yeah, these are all me. I'm gonna reject all of them because it's only me. Cool. So I now have no pending requests. It's good to see. Yeah, so that function basically means that whenever I get a plane from level rewards at an airport on this account, I will open it up to you guys to potentially win the plane. And what you would do is you would use that enter draw function, and I would pop your in-game name onto a spin the wheel or a raffle. I haven't decided yet. I haven't actually got there. And then I would let that pick the winner, and then obviously send it to whatever airport is requested. So that is the plan. I will at some point be going through and unlock premium passes for various airports as well, but that will be down to a vote from you guys as well. So on this account, you lot are, you're going to be in charge of what airports I play. You're going to be in charge of what airplanes I unlock. You're going to be in charge of what liveries I unlock. And you're going to be in charge of something else. What was I just talking about? Something. I don't know. But all I'm really doing is just showcasing what you guys are putting into the stream. So there's an element of you do it for me, basically, because I'm lazy. That's basically what that means. Leipzig has got boring for me all of a sudden. Only because this one is taking forever to handle. Now, I do already have 9+1 handling for one. What fun. What fun. It's alright. It's alright. But yeah. Just fun. What so you've got up to Prague at the minute, haven't you? Died Yuka one. Is it Died Yuka or is it Died Yuka? I'm not sure. Nice. If you join the Discord server and ask for planes, me and other people will be more than willing to send you planes should you so wish. If you need the link again, or if you've already joined, then happy days, welcome. We can look and see. So I've got welcome mentions turned on, so I should be able to spot it if so. Oh, that's Zyrox. Let me link it again. Yeah, just click the link that Streamlabs has just posted. Up will come a pop-up just sort of running you through the rules that I've set for the server. Nothing too strenuous, the stuff you would typically see. And then I've got a few channels on which you can pop up a little post and wait for people to send you planes. And I will be most definitely sending you some planes. You've got all that to look forward to. As I said, it's still only a young server, so I've only got, what, about 17 people on it, I think? And 2 of them are bots, so... You're joining a community of 15 people. Wow. I can recommend other servers that are busier than mine. You've got, obviously, Fat Airlines. You've got his server that is pretty busy. You've got the official World of Airports server, which, to be fair, I might find a link for as well. Just in case you wanted to sort of maximise how many player contracts you receive, of course. Just have a little look. Just have a little look on the forum. So I think they've got a link there somewhere. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a dodgy throat today. Oh, you're on the Hat Airlines one already. Ah, that's cool. That's cool. He's a good egg, Fat Airlines. He's been doing this for... It will be 5 years on, what was it, 29th, I think he said? I can't remember. Obviously, I've only been doing this for maybe about 6 months, if that. I can't seem to find a link to the World of Airports server. I don't know. If I find it, I'll pop it in our Discord server at some point. But yeah, I'm going to wait until this whole beefy boy handles, and I'm probably going to call stream for the night. I will flash what airports I've currently got available to take planes at before the end of the stream as well. I don't care what they are. You can send any planes you like, if you've got any to send, of course. Just obviously do be mindful that I won't be handling it off stream that often, but I will still aim for about once a week. So as long as you're cool with that, feel free to bombard me with planes. Up into the limits described in this, which I will only leave up for a few seconds this time. So if you wanted to pause it and watch it back, feel free. And bye-bye again. Whee! I really don't want to go to work tomorrow. I can't be bothered. At least I should get my car back, which is good. I was on my way to work on Thursday last week, and out of nowhere, from the bottom of my car, there was a load of smoke that had just started appearing. It's just billowing out and this kind of stuff, and there was a loud hissing noise. It turns out that the pipe that goes from my engine to the catalytic converter had, instead of being a straight pipe, had sort of got so hot that it bent into an S shape, and because it got so hot, melted a hole through it, as you do, and pretty much my car almost caught fire. So luckily hey, Violin 0616 landed. Congrats, bud. Congrats, bud. That earns you a seaplane to an airport of your choice. Let me know what you would like and where, and I'll get one sent over ASAP. But yeah, so back to the car. So I thought I'd play it safe because I heard some hissing coming from the car the night before. So I got my colleague to escort me in. He was following me, and I'm very, very glad I did. So we pulled over into a car park, saw the smoke billowing out, and was like, yeah, I'm not driving this to work. So yeah, I took it into the garage, saw that not only was that pipe obviously mushed up and horrible, but the DPF on my car, because obviously it's a diesel, was so blocked that virtually no air was going through it whatsoever. So as a result, the air that was coming, all the like the smoke and all that kind of stuff that was coming out of the engine couldn't go anywhere, which is what caused the hole in my catalytic converter. So I've got that replaced, which has cost me £232. Then the labour of getting that swapped cost about 330 labour, because you've pretty much got to take the whole underside of the car apart and all this kind of stuff. And because of the DPF being blocked, I'm also getting the car straight piped, which basically means I'm taking the DPF off and just having one straight pipe that goes from the catalytic converter right through to my exhaust back box, which will make the car a little bit louder, but should also improve airflow. So might get a little boost in power. A pretty negligible one, but still. It's only a 4-door family car anyway, so I'm not too fussed, really. But yeah, so yeah, Violin 0616. Obviously, you've got a drop there. It's a decent score. Where would you like a seaplane? I'll pop it in chat as well, just in case you've got this muted. Where would you like 1 cent? I'll put a cool little emoji at the end. Right, taxi to runway, go. And also push back.
November Sierra Charlie Oscar, start up and push back approved.
I will get one of my little planes.
Golf Foxtrot, Lima Alpha
Or little-ish.
1.2
It's a seaplane, but still.
clear to land. Wind 250 degrees, 7 knots.
What stands have I got that I could unlock? That's a passenger, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yeah. Haven't really got much in the way of stands that I can unlock here. Oh well. So is the drop thing just random? In what sense random? Obviously you have to trigger it by using the command. Or by redeeming the purchasable item in the shop. But I mean, if you're questioning into how you get it to land, it's sort of luck of the draw really, because you spawn at the top of the screen, and you get randomly assigned an angle in which you glide through the screen, and yeah, it's pretty much random chance. That was basically a long-winded way of me saying yes, it's random. You'll see quite a lot of Twitch streamers using drops because it's fun and promotes engagement. Yeah, right. It's now gone 11:30 here. Oh, there's a plane. I actually don't know what that is. I could probably look up that reg and do it that way around, but yeah, off the top of my head, I can't picture what that is. Looks cool though. Deutsche Lufthansa. Brilliant. Okay. Oh, that post is advertising flights to Zurich, but in the German spelling. Not bad, not bad. You can see proper cars. Hold on. Now that's a bit shifty. That Audi actually has a British number plate. And just about see that is the British font for number plates. JFC 438. That's weird. Do you know what I might do? Hold on. I'm just going to put it in MOT check. Just to see if that actually is a real car. Or if it's just been sort of slapped on a random thingy. So if you land on the middle, you landed. Well, you can land anywhere. Obviously, if you land perfectly in the middle, that would be, you'd get a score of 100. Which, to date, I have never seen anyone do. Vehicle details could not be found. Yeah, it doesn't exist. That's a shame. But obviously, the closer to the middle you are, the higher your rewards will be. Cool. Luckily, I've still got BKK open. So, I shall land a seaplane for you. I will go with... I'm going to go for an Airbus A321 freighter for you, Violin 06. What is it? 0616. Yeah. Hope that is okay with yourself. And the colours will be first grey, then that, I think. Let me check. F6A, which is... Where the heck has that gone? Oh, there. Go. I will have to open Twitch to copy it because it's going to be tricky to type that out. Let me have a go just for argument's sake. Just let me have a little look and see. I would laugh if I get a 95 on myself. But no, I will not be sending myself a Concorde. Not under any circumstances. Missed that one good and proper, didn't I? You could do if you like. What you could do, if you would like to, if you're not already, join that and then pop it in contract chat and I'll copy it from there. If that would help you out at all. I'll type it as well, just in case you've got me muted. Oh, you're on the server already? Okay, never mind then. Never mind then. Yeah, just pop it in contract chat there and I will copy it across. Apologies. For some reason I thought you might have had me on mute. I don't know why. Thank you for joining the server. Much appreciated. Oh yes, of course you're Gary, aren't you? I've seen you on the Fat Airlines server. Sent a few planes to you, to your HKG from Vista Airways, haven't I? Right, so copy text. As I'm on BKK, I will land. Shall I land? I'll probably land a Airbus A388, to be fair. I do aim to handle quite fast. Obviously, Heathrow is my main hub, i.e. the one that I played most. I honestly spend maybe 3 times as much time at Heathrow than I do anywhere else. No idea why, really. Okay, so I'm going to land one of these. Now the A388 is quite finicky in regard to seating layout, so let me get the most appropriate seating sorted for this, but I can't remember from the life of me what it is. So it seems to be business class heavy. Okay, interesting. So 12697 or 707. 12707 again. 12709. 23, 29, 29 again. 35. It looks to be 41 business, 14 first. So, landing now. My colour for Prague here is pink. So if you're wondering why a plane gets sent to you and it's pink, that is why. So your plane is on its way to a stand. And as soon as this plane's finished, I will call stream, just because it's getting pretty late. Oh, come on, hurry up. No, even my phone's telling me to go to bed. Love it. Come on, hurry up. You went to eat dinner and came back and you're still here. Yeah. I have the habit of doing that. Some would say I've got no life, but the mixture of full-time job, 3 kids, and other hobbies, it sort of, you know, puts question to that. But it's alright. I do my best. That's all I can say. Are we talking about the stream tonight? Because I'll be honest, I've only been streaming about 2 hours. 2 hours, 8 minutes. I've been streaming for. Might start putting selfies in the server. Dangerous. Just so people can actually sort of see my face and not just think I'm a random dude. I mean, to be fair, I am a random dude, but at least I'll have a face. Come on, hurry up. Still not got to the stand yet. I am waiting. I definitely need a few passenger planes here, I think. I've only got 1. Wow. Amazing. Okay, so even though the Airbus A321 freighter landed first, the A388 has got to stand first. That's annoying. Still, world of airports, I guess. No worries. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you for the follow, and thank you for joining the server. I'm still going to send this plane, so feel free to accept it whenever you like. Yeah. Hopefully, I'll catch you on my Wednesday streams if possible. We shall see. I go online at 9:30 PM my time. So, for reference, it's currently 11:47 PM here. Just if that helps. But, yeah, until next time, I'll see you later, Violin 9616. Thank you for joining in. Congrats on the 1252 on your drop there. That earns you a seaplane to, obviously, PRG. That would have to come from either Heathrow or Zurich, if it will reach. I will be swapping over to my main account's Heathrow after stream. which will not be far away at all. So, just going to send this plane across. And I've just deleted the very thing I wanted to save. Ah, helpful. Let me paste it all again. Right. I saw that plane getting completed. So as soon as it pushes back, or taxis even, I will pull stream for the night. And there it goes. Okie dokie. So, I've done it again. I keep deleting the wrong characters. But yeah, so remind me of your in-game name. I think I might have seen you put that in the Discord server already. Apologies if I've missed it. Although I think I've stuck a thumb up on it, haven't I? So I will... Air Galaxy. Cool. I shall get a seaplane sent over to you, as well as what you've already asked for in the server as well. And yeah, feel free to accept them at your leisure. Yeah, right. That's it from me tonight. Thank you all for the new followers and for the new joins. Every new person is always more than welcome. Hopefully, once my stream account gets a little busier, more and more people can take part. More and more people can, you know, join in and help this account get more. I don't know. What's the word? Not notoriety. Well known. I'm just going to say that, so that people can come join in, have a good time, chill out, chat. Yeah. But baby steps. Baby steps. Right, my usual stream schedule is Wednesdays at 9:30 PM UK time, so the same time zone as Heathrow. For example, it is currently 23:50 here. So 2 days minus 2 hours 20 minutes is when I will next be streaming. So if you're available, feel free to come in and say hi. Right, until next time, I will see you guys later on. Bye bye.